Mario Kart Wii has 16 original tracks and 16 retro tracks. And out of the 16 original Mario Kart Wii tracks, 11 ended up returning to Mario Kart Deluxe. Today, we will take a look at world records that overlap in both games. Of course, since there are no game-breaking glitch world records in Mario Kart Deluxe, I will be using only no-glitch world records from Mario Kart Wii. Before we get into the video, if this gets 1,000 likes, I will do another comparison video just like this one, but with a different Mario Kart game. So let me know in the comment section below what game you'd want to see next. Hello everyone, and welcome. As you can see, we have Mario Kart Deluxe world records on the left, Mario Kart Wii world records on the right. This is going to remain true for the remainder of the video. We're going to be watching all these world records in the order they appear in Mario Kart Deluxe. So, Moon Meadows in the Shell Cup, of course, is going to come first. It's one of the... I think it is the first Retro Cup, or Retro Track, in Mario Kart Deluxe. So, it's gotta be first. You know, it just has to be. And, as you can see, the lap 1 for Mario Kart Wii was 4 seconds faster. So you might think, okay, Mario Kart Deluxe has no chance here, but... we're now at max coins for Mario Kart Deluxe, so we're going to be going max speed for the rest of the race. We also don't have to go tight, or we get to go tight, sorry, for the rest of the track, so we don't have to worry about ever going wide for coins or anything like that. But a 26.9 lap is not enough to catch up to Boom Meadows, so it's just a matter at this point as to whether it can catch a little bit Mario Kart Wii and how much they can limit the damage, because we're going to be adding the total time for the world records at the end of the video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. 1:15.273 for Mario Kart Wii, and for Mario Kart Deluxe, we're going to be about 8 seconds longer, 1:23.402. Now make sure you guys subscribe if you are interested in this type of content. I'm almost at 12,000 subscribers at the time of this video, but I'm sure you guys will get me even further heights, and I would appreciate it as well if you did subscribe. It helps a lot for the algorithm and to make sure you don't miss the video. So yeah, anyways, we say Grumble Volcano now. This track ends up being a lot closer, and you can kind of already tell because with the coins, Mario Kart Deluxe is not that far behind, so it's not gonna have to go wide for coins for any part of the track for the rest of it. It's 10 coins, I believe, on lap 1. If not, it gets like one more right here. I don't think it does. But yeah. Mario Kart Deluxe was a little bit slower, but again, it's going to be max speed for the rest of this. What's also interesting about this is Mario Kart Deluxe takes a way different cut than Mario Kart Wii does. I believe the old cut was done the same way Mario Kart Deluxe does it, but there's... I think as of like 2 or 3 years ago, they did this ending shroom strat where you shroom in between the rocks and get a super high trick to cut off as much off-road as possible and make sure you hop completely over it. But a 37.0 time is not enough to catch up to a 36.9 lap from Grumble Volcano now. However, it has to be said, the rocks falling could help Mario Kart Deluxe catch up at the end, because it doesn't really affect you in Mario Kart Deluxe whether or not the rocks fall down. And in fact, it actually helps you because there's an ending shortcut that you can take that you can't do in Mario Kart Wii. So, let's see at the end. It looks like Mario Kart Wii wins, but catch up a little bit with Mario Kart Deluxe. Only 1.6 seconds behind. Now we move on to Wario's Gold Mine. And we already see a turn skip from Mario Kart Wii. Now, I did include the no glitch world records for these, as I said in the intro, but I could have also done no turn skips, which there's 2 tracks with a turn skip. One is Maple Treeway. Now, we do multiple on Gold Mine, so I believe the no turn skip world record is like probably somewhere between 2 and 3 seconds slower, if I had to guess. Maybe a little bit less. I'm not too sure. But it doesn't save enough time to really affect the winner for this. So, that's not a spoiler, because you have no idea who's going to win this. Now, unless you're really well versed in both games, you might already know the answer, but I doubt you do. I doubt if you're watching this video, you know who's going to win. But as you can see, Mario Kart Wii is leading by a landslide. We just hit the boost panel that you get from basically the middle of the lap, and we're approaching the final turn here. So we have like, I don't know, 5 more mini turbos to get in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe before we can reach the finish line. And yeah, so 39.8, definitely not quick enough to catch up. So it's just about limiting the damage for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because it's really slow at this point. We've gotten, I think, all but one track has been slower for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I can't remember which one. It was, well, we had Moon Meadows. Oh, it was just 2 so far. So, right, it was Moon Meadows, and it was Grumble Volcano. And then it's this one. So far, all the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe ones have been slower, which is crazy. But that's going to change with the next track. Now we have Coconut Mall, where you can probably already tell this is super downscaled for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. In general, I'd say the tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe are a bit more upscaled compared to Mario Kart Wii, but you also have tons of, mini turbos to get that will increase your top speed, and that will, help out in catching up with Mario Kart Wii. But we're already off the glider for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and you take this glider very well. It cuts off a lot of the track that Mario Kart Wii has to take. Now, of course, the glitch world record for Mario Kart Wii is a lot faster, but we're not counting that today because there's no glitches in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that you can take advantage of. So it wouldn't be fair. It would not be fair. And you also can't do it online for Mario Kart Wii, so might as well make that the case for here. But we go top path all 3 laps Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is the exact opposite of Mario Kart Wii. I believe top path probably loses like 0.2, 0.3, something like that, so you gotta take bottom path all 3 laps for Mario Kart. There's no like ultra low trick you can get to even save enough time. Now, for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they're about the same, unless you do Motion Glider. Motion Glider ends up saving a lot of time. They used to actually not do this Motion Glider at the end because you use the shroom for the, the mall cut at the beginning. But they found a way to do this completely shroomless, where you do a super mini turbo, bump against the wall, and that gives you enough speed to perform a Motion Glider at the end. And, 140.464, and we have a whole half a lap left to go for Mario Kart Wii. So Mario Kart Deluxe is going to catch up a little bit here with a full 15 seconds, which is pretty nice. And we see Mushroom Gorge here. What's very cool about this track is they both take the same shortcuts. So this shortcut isn't done on lap 1 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But what's also dope is that we have an outside drifting bike, which I believe that's the only world record. Actually, no, I think the Zip Zip has one on DK Jungle Parkway for glitch world record. But yeah, outside drift is much faster because of the mushroom section. You can go so far, and look, you can even skip multiple mushrooms in the mushroom section. However, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is already on lap 2 by the time we've crossed the finish line for Mario Kart Wii. So even though this record is sick, by the way, it can even be improved because of that little off-road hit. Not by a lot, because that didn't lose that much time, but still. Mario Kart Deluxe just takes the mushroom sections even better than Mario Kart Wii because of the fact you can do super bounces on them. And super bounces are a technique where you get a mini turbo and then a trick, and it gives you a huge boost of momentum. And I think the inside drifting bike world record on this track is about 8 seconds slower, so it would be very much comparable to Mario Kart Wii if there was no super bounces. But because of the mushroom section alone, essentially, with the super bounces, and also the cut is just smaller, which, that saves a tiny bit of time. But we have a 126.945 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Mario Kart Wii is approaching the final cut. It does sort of a fence gap. You go near the beanstalks of those mushrooms, but it's a whole 10 plus seconds behind, so it might be difficult to keep track at this point, but it's about even right now. So we're actually really close, and it's going to remain close for the rest of the time here. Mario Kart Wii has already hit this ramp here by the time we end on the glider for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, as you can probably tell, we're going to have to pull off some miracle, especially with the fact that there's a turn skip that Mario Kart Wii does. Whereas we have to go the whole way around it. If we could skip the turn in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I don't even think it would be faster, to be honest, because the Ultra Mini Turbo you get probably saves way too much time. Even if we could, like, hop over and get it somehow, which it's definitely not possible, but even if we could, I don't think it would be faster, which is another reason why Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is kind of lame with these world records, because there's a lot of shortcuts and tricks that could be possible, but sometimes they're just straight up slower. So, yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. But you're gonna see on the right, this turn skip, this is where they use the mushroom. But they actually don't take that beginning shortcut that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe does. And there is also a no turn skip world record. I don't know, I can't remember how slow it was. It might have been like a 2:15, and that's just a couple of seconds slower than what this is. So let's just say we have like 5 seconds in total from Mario Kart Wii's Warriors Gold Mine and Maple Treeway. So 5 seconds is not enough to shape the outcome of this, but I will say it's still fairly close. So I was surprised because I thought Mario Kart Deluxe was kind of run away with it, which was, you know, is saying something because Mario Kart Wii is dominating so far. But I thought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe would run away with the total time because of the fact that competitive Mario Kart 8 Deluxe events last a whole lot shorter than competitive Mario Kart Wii events do. It take like a whole 8 minutes longer than what Mario Kart 8 Deluxe does. Usually you get like a 28-minute or so competitive Mario Kart 8 Deluxe event, which is 12 races, and Mario Kart Wii usually takes about 35-36 minutes. So yeah, I thought it would just be like Mario Kart Deluxe winning almost every single track. Of course, that was before I even looked at the world records for Mario Kart Wii, but as you can tell, DK Summit, Mario Kart Wii is off to a fantastic start. Like, they're already at the end half pipe, like the final turn, as we approach the final half pipe in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So that lap is a whole like 5 seconds behind or something ridiculous. Now, of course, we have to go wide for a bunch of coins that you don't need in Mario Kart Wii. So it's a little bit different, but there's also different shroom spots. So you shroom in that snow right here that we're approaching in Mario Kart Wii, but we do this shroomless in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So what you're gonna do here is actually shroom over the double cut. And that's a brand new strat. I went over it in this video, which was a full breakdown of the 2 new shortcuts and basically why this world record ended up being faster than what we have previously done. But we just hit the glider, which is the cannon for Mario Kart Deluxe, and we're already way past that point. The double is also a lot faster. And just in general, Mario Kart Deluxe is a lot more upscaled, a lot bigger of a space to work with. And just the shortcuts are also faster. I believe even if, you know, if you compared side by side, the doubles, Shroom versus Shroomless, I believe DK Summit on the right with Mario Kart Wii would still be faster. So yeah, a full 10 seconds faster for Mario Kart Wii. Now this track, Moonview Highway, is going to be the closest of the video. These are going to be basically side by side going into the final straightaway. So even that's a bit of a spoiler, but it's exciting. You guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. But Mario Kart Wii is already hitting the first boost panel really early, like 4 seconds before Mario Kart Deluxe does. But the problem is, we're going to be gaining speed for the entire rest of the race because even though, you know, they got to the boost panel earlier than we did, we have basically the same stream spot, but we're going to have more coins for the rest of the, or more speed, I guess, for the rest of the time. And we don't have to go wide for any coins or anything. So this is just going to be straight up driving. So now instead it's about 2 seconds. So you might think, okay, Mario Kart Wii's going to win this still. It's going to be close, but it's going to be Mario Kart Wii. But let's just see how that goes. This straightaway here at the end is a lot shorter for Mario Kart Wii, and they're basically side by side going into the final lap. So we'll have to see if any car pace is really slowing them down. Because other than that, it seems like maybe Mario Kart Deluxe can take over at the very end of the track. Mario Kart Wii does touch the boost panel first, but it seems like this section is shorter for Mario Kart Deluxe. But then the section afterwards, with these boost panels, you have an extra boost panel to work with for Mario Kart Wii, so it's going to be very close, but the short straightaway is what takes it at the very end. It ends up being a lot further away than you might think. A full second, almost. That Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is faster. And now we have Koopa Cape. Now, full transparency. As you can see on the right, we're using Spear for the world record. So this is not actually the no glitch world record, but I wanted to show the comparison because these were much, much closer than the no glitch world record was to Mario Kart Deluxe. So that can tell you straight away Mario Kart Wii is going to be a lot slower here with the no glitch world record. It's a 2:17.176, I believe. But as you can see, we're basically finishing the lap for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 42nd lap here, and for Mario Kart Wii, we're going to be using all of our shrooms to basically take the glitch here, which is where you clip into the finish line with that little pole, and you're inside here getting the first key checkpoint, or a little bit before it. I kind of forgot how the key checkpoints work, but you're going in this little like open area. I don't even know how that's possible, but we're getting a 16 second lap, and now we see Mario Kart Deluxe way behind, but that 10-second lead on lap 1 would really carry them in the end. And 38.1, it's going to be very close because we saw a 50-second lap for Mario Kart Wii, so it's going to come down to the literal wire. It's going to be even closer than Moonview Highway, but of course it's not going to be technically closer because not a no glitch world record does not count. But as you can see, we're approaching the half pipe, and Mario Kart Wii is already in like halfway through it. So, however, there is something that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe does, which is take the waterfall shortcut at the end. It's gonna be close, but Mario Kart Wii wins by just over a second. And now I really wish that we saw Daisy versus Daisy here, because we saw Funky versus Funky on Moonview Highway, which was dope. And you definitely could have used Daisy for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe here, because it's the same class as Yoshi, but we get to see no such matchup. And we already entered the little, what are those called? Tunnel. We entered the tunnel section in Mario Kart Wii, where we're hitting the glider in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So you might already guess by now, but yeah, Mario Kart Wii is going to be a whole lot faster. And I just wish this was a lot closer, because in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it feels way too upscaled. Like, you know, they do that with a ton of tracks compared to their originals, but this just feels way too much, in my opinion. I mean, it kind of makes sense with what they want to do with the track, but I guess I just feel like even the tightest section of the track, it feels like it could be, it feels a little wide, you know? Like, you think of Neo Bowser City, where you have those tight areas. I feel like Daisy Circuit should be representing even tighter sections than what we see on Neo Bowser City. But yeah, regardless, you can see this section's, I guess it's kind of wide in Mario Kart Wii. It's not crazy or anything, But maybe they went for, in comparison to the bikes, for Mario Kart Deluxe, they wanted to make it like a similar sort of distance with the items. Like you could fit, I don't know, 5 green shells or something, whereas you can also fit 5 green shells for Mario Kart Wii. I don't know, that's just me spitballing, but we're still going for Mario Kart Deluxe. We're gonna end up with a time almost 20 seconds slower than Mario Kart Wii. And now we got the final track, Rainbow Road. Now we get this moon jump at the very beginning, and this, I don't know if it's called a turn skip or not. I kind of forgot, but it is a turn skip, I guess. Now, for the non-turn skip world record, I have literally no idea what this could possibly be. I think it's probably a funky flame runner time without the turn skip, because I think the turn skip saves like a whole bunch of time. So I don't know how much slower it would be, but if we do all of those turn skips and just say, okay, it's not allowed for Mario Kart Wii, it would be about, I guess, 8 or 7 seconds. So we'll see if that is enough to affect the outcome at the end, but I wouldn't count it regardless. It's not a big enough turn skip, and it's not like you do multiple like Mario Kart Wii's gold mine. Yeah, 48-1 lap 1, 51-2 for Wii Rainbow Road, but of course we got coins on lap 1, and we're using a speed combo, so coins are a big deal in Mario Kart Deluxe here, and we'll see here that Mario Kart Wii just has this middle section a whole lot tinier than Mario Kart Deluxe. It just seems like it's a lot more upscale, but the rest of the track feels about the same. So, I don't know. Maybe that's enough for a huge time save here. And it looks like, yep, Mario Kart Wii is going to cross the finish line quite a bit ways before Mario Kart Deluxe does. But it's going to depend on how much. 48-1 lap and 50.2. So it's looking like 6 or 7 seconds at this point, maybe even a little bit more. And yeah, at this point you guys could probably guess who is winning in the total time. But wait till the very end. We're going to be calculating that, show you guys just how many tracks are winners for Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart Deluxe, because you know it's hard to keep track of 11 tracks and how they're doing. So we see this little path switch is also very cool. Kind of similar to what you do on Ice, but not nearly as cool. So, yeah. Mario Kart Wii is across the finish line with a 2:24.281. We're going to be about, let's see, 7 seconds slower. Almost on the dot. As you can see, these are the times. We have 4 winners and 7 losers for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. 7 winners, 4 losers for Mario Kart Wii. But the winners for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe were pretty big. But Mario Kart Deluxe still loses by 20 seconds. Even if we included those turn skips, or if we didn't include those turn skips, it would still be about 10 to 12 seconds faster than Mario Kart Deluxe. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what game you'd like to see next in comparison to Mario Kart Deluxe's world records. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.